Hello, hello. Welcome to my Tuesday stream, which happens all the time and is not a makeup at all for Monday. Oh no, my little puppet isn't talking. Talk for me, puppet. Do it. Talk for me. Do it. Couldn't find microphone. What are you talking about? That's it, Beatotube. That's it. I'm gonna close you. There we go. I'm gonna reopen you. I'm gonna reopen you like a Ziploc bag. Oh man. Would not be my stream without something going wrong. I do absolutely love how that app just tends to stop working after a certain amount of time. So I'll be running it. I'll just leave OBS up. Hey, look at me. There we go. I'll leave OBS up while I'm just living. And was it talking? Well, it's talking now. So it's like that movie, Look Who's Talking Now. Except without Roseanne and John Travolta. How's everybody doing? It's Tuesday. I'm so sorry that I wasn't able to stream on Monday. I just was not there. I was not in a good headspace for it. But I am here now. I have a fresh potion here. Ultra Strawberry Dreams Edition. Excellent. Adorable! Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Of course, good to see you, Black Fox. Oh, it has been nutty couple of days. I've got the dog in training. He's doing good. Actually was watching video of him before. They have little cameras up in the play place, so I was able to watch him. And he was interacting with dogs. I was so excited. He was actually having a good time. He was playing. He has a hard time with other dogs, so it was very exciting. He is doing good. It is hot as balls in my office here. I have busted a Ender 3 out of mothballs, and I am busy printing things on it. So, muffin bars. That sounds amazing. That sounds awesome. I was wrapped up in Taco Tuesday, so that's also why I'm late. So my apologies. I like to go to a little local Mexican place and enjoy $1.50 homemade tacos. It is wonderful. And no. I'm not getting them crispy tacos. No. I get the authentic, regular Mexican tacos. Excellent stuff, especially for $1.50. Oh, apple cinnamon tacos. They love to live crazy up there in Canada, don't they? Gotta get them soft tacos. Who wants it? Who wants it? A sharp shard of tortilla, just jabbing them in the cheek. I want a buttery, soft tortilla, lovingly wrapped around lettuce, cheese, tomatoes, and everything else. There needs to be a there needs to be an intimacy there. And what band is this? This is amazing. Oh wow, I didn't see Colorist at first. I was just like, oh my, this band is really going for it. Yeah. Hell, I don't know if I can stream them. Let's find out. Oh, it's from She. Oh, I love She. Check out She. She is super good. This kind of music where it mixes electronica and rock. A little bit of vocals. Kind of a lot like Anamanaguchi, actually. Definitely suggest them. Definitely suggest She. But I'm going to pop us over to my playlist that has not gotten me banned yet. So, but a nice little derivation onto She. There we go. All right. Ooh, this is very mystical for me. This is a mystic journey with Fabian Ziv. This also definitely sounds this sounds like an affirmation video. So like in the background, like very lightly, you could hear something like, "You are better than everyone else. The cow is not your enemy. Black Fox will be banned." Either that or it's like really overt motivational speakers. I specifically have heard this in like the occasional stoicism motivational that I've shuffled onto. Funny. But yeah, I would totally do some different genres. Once I can find a good stream safe music source. I have a hard time finding those when they are not ad supported, and it makes it very difficult to run a stream when somebody's ad is running. So, but yeah, Adorable, how have you been doing? How was your weekend? Did I see Gray in here? Yeah, Gray's here too. Okay. For a minute, I was just like, the whole crew's in here. Good deal. In need of distractions, well, I am a big blue distraction, or a small blue distraction. I can certainly distract. It's what I do. Gray, I think your weekend is coming to a slow end. How's everything going for you? Easiest job interview I ever had. What are your feelings on distracting me? What's that over there? My God, you're hired. Oh, good deal, good deal. Well, I don't have a specific plan today, although I do. I did find actually, funny enough, I was making grilled chicken. That chimkin though. Love me some grilled chimkin. I was actually, amazingly enough, I was putting some forethought into the stream, and I remembered in one of the million art books I have on the shelf that I literally have to climb to get up to the top shelf. But I found an art book that I hadn't used in a long time, and then I remembered as I was pulling the art book out, I was like, oh, I remember this has a pose that I really want to do. So I found it, I took a picture of the page, and I have that. So if we end up doing some drawing tonight, then I might actually grow that pose. So. Pan pizza, good deal. Hey, Blue, good to see you. And yes, Gray, you are going to have to share. Boxes and chicken, I mean, it's as natural as nature and nature. It's about what I got. Potion has not kicked in yet, but we are getting there. So, speaking of what we're going to do tonight, let's find out. Let us find out, shall we? Come with me, won't you? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bust out this new feature. Black Fox knows what I'm talking about. All right. Welcome to the wheel. This is the great big wheel of shit that Zib can do. Welcome to wheel time. We're going to choose what I'm doing tonight. I've got a few different topics here. I've got a talk or chat option where we can just kind of chill out for 30 minutes, talk about stuff. I've got fan art, Zib picks, and fan art, the chat picks, the subject. Pinup work, ban Black Fox, that's always a fun one. Comic work, video games, or chat picks. So, this is what we are going to go ahead and do. So I am going to go ahead and give this baby a spin. See you on the other side, nerds. Are we going to ban Black Fox today? It's looking possible. It also... Oh, god damn it. It's going to go to Comic Work, isn't it? Ah! Comic Work! We have a winner. We did not ban Black Fox today, but we will eventually. Your time will come, sir. Your time will come. All right. All right. Well, that certainly puts me at a disadvantage. Not really a disadvantage, and more along the lines of a I'd better figure this out. Oh no, you're gonna be like Boris in GoldenEye. You're gonna be like, I'm invincible, and then you're gonna get blasted by frozen hydrogen or hydrogen in general, and you're gonna shatter. So, don't think you're invincible, sir. I could always add another ban Black Fox onto there. Double my chances. Okay, so Comic Work it is then. So, actually, this might work out because I kind of have to redraw a page. It's been bothering me. It's also been staring me in the face for the longest time. So, you know what, Adorabald? You're a kobold after my own heart. That is the spideyest thing I have heard. I think I will do that. Black Fox, every time the ban Black Fox option is not selected, we're going to add another one. You know I've got to give you shit. At this point, it's basically how I say hello. Oh, God. Okay, so I had... Oh, dear, I'm in the wrong spot. Come on. The old magic rectangle has been a little slow. Am I all the way up to May? Yes. We have comics going all the way up to May 20th. So... Oh, I'm sorry. I was incorrect on that. I have comics going all the way up to June 3rd. So, no worries. Not sure, by the way, not sure what happened with WordPress. I don't know why the comic wasn't posted. It was scheduled to be posted, so I'm a little surprised it wasn't. But that's okay. Grateful for Gray and Black Fox jumping in there and letting me know that it wasn't working. So appreciate that. Oh God, I guess we're just gonna have to go ahead and do that page that I keep on fighting on doing. Alright. And it's funny because it's like, it's not the worst page in the world. It's just one of those pages that it's just like, good God, so much work. Oh, you know what? I have another page that I can do as well. That's good. Yeah, you're right. Actually, Black Fox, we're close to almost having up to July. So. Okay. Nope, that's the one I just got. It's for July 1st. Is it July 15th? Yes, it's July 15th. That's the one that I have to redraw. It's entirely possible that it posted at that time. It's just weird because, like you said, the comic posts at midnight Central Time. And it was midnight Central Time. So it should have gone off. But I'll have to mess with PostyBurb and see if it has any, like, locale settings or, like, local time settings or anything like that. It's entirely possible it does. Cool. We got some pages up. I already have it. What am I doing? Silly Kobold, you already have your comic page. Trying to open a page that I already have. Wah, wah. All right. let's get to it, shall we? Let us distract Doorbald. All right, Wheel. Well done. I'm going to pack you... Oh, God, I almost forgot. I got to add another band black box on there. I will do so later, because it will be a pain in the butt to do it now. Well, there we go. So, I believe this sucker just needs some color, and we are going to hit it up with some color. This, actually, Gray, I just remembered the last time I was on this page, and you were like, this is the I should have killed him when I had the chance face. And I think about that now every time I draw this expression. So thank you. Thank you for that. All right. We are getting some... Yeah, I was starting to color this, and it just was not going the way I wanted it to, so... very, very like me to just completely say, fuck it, and just redo it. So. All right. And now we do the coloring. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and grab another page. Getting another page here. Another page, another page. I need another page to be my color guide. Because in the, many years that I have been doing this particular comic, I have never just put together a color key for all my characters to load up every time. So. Okay, there we go. Color it is. Perfect. Get that hair in there. Am I blowing it? Totally blowing it. All right. All right. Yes, you do. It's in there. Actually, I need to get more info from Gray, and I need to finish up yours, Black Box. I have been distracted. Why? Oh, I think I know what's going on here. Yes. I'm using the wrong thing. Well, let's use the right thing. Meh. I will say, despite the fact that I take a minute to get it set up, these settings for coloring make things a lot faster. There we go. God. So, Doorbald, I had to ask, but have you noticed the absolutely ridiculous amount of kobolds that are on Blue Sky now? We're getting close to a catastrophe of kobolds. New music. No, this is actually from Etrian Odyssey. One of my favorites, and one of the games that brought back the first-person dungeon crawler from way back in 2011. Fine game. It's like, I will take my anime waifus all the way through the dungeon. We will be killed by butterflies. It'll be amazing. Oops. What was it? Did I do something there? I feel like I hit something. Okay, yeah, I just put a layer up. All right, yeah. I'm out of my mind. Oh, yeah. RE2 Remake's got some really nice atmospheric music. Come on. And we'll get her markings and everything in just a moment. Who here has played the Resident Evil 2 remake? Who here has played the Resident Evil 2 remake? I have played it, and I adored it. I also played the original. Gray, honestly, gonna say, if you can get it on sale, I think you'd enjoy it. You don't even have to have any real knowledge of Resident Evil to play it. In fact, I would say that without any knowledge of Resident Evil, the game is even better. I'm not surprised you played it, Black Box. Yeah, the original Resident Evil 2. Funny enough, I know they did the Resident Evil 2 remake. Rave reviews. Everyone really liked it. Just, it was hailed as like, this is how remakes should be done. Just really, really positive. And then they tried to do the same thing with Resident Evil 3 very shortly. There actually was a year after the Resident Evil 2 remake came out. And it just flopped. And I think it was just, I don't know what it really was, honestly. I think it was just kind of a slapdash, quick cash grab, like a nostalgia grab. I remember the original Resident Evil 3 being terrifying because of Nemesis. You're going to play with your girlfriend watching? Yeah, during the day, scaredy. Yeah, the original Resident Evil 2 is pretty good, I will say. And the original Resident Evil 3 is amazing. I loved that. But I do hope you enjoy it when you play it, Gray. I think you'll have a good time with it. And if not, you'll have to let me know. How did I know? It's not like I played it that way. Snuggled up with a Dakimakura and just hoping to God that the monsters don't come out of the TV. Oh no, you overwrote your mom's save? Oh, wow. How are you still alive? Man, oh man. Would have been cool to have video games in my realm. I think my mom would have liked them. She was always trying new stuff. There we go. Oh, Blackbot, come on, man. Ugh. It's the perfect storm of bullshit. Oh, yeah. What is it with moms and Tetris? I could see my mom being really big into Tetris. I can imagine her hunched over a Game Boy late at night, trying to beat her high score. Damn cube slimes. Well, you were 4, so, you know, the ESRB would have something to say about that, Black Box. You were not supposed to be playing games like that. That's a big no-no. That's probably what she was mad about. She was mad about your young brain being completely overwhelmed by zombie guts. And Leon Kennedy's well-sculpted behind. It wasn't very well sculpted in the Resident Evil 2 game. In the remake, though, this is a very different story. Leon Kennedy. Everybody's real proud dad. Oh, yeah. Yep. Moms are just... I think moms are just good at Tetris in general because it's just how their minds work. Oh, this is from Resident Evil Village. Man. I don't know how I got the variety stream going on here, but good deal. I'll take it. Resident Evil Village. Haven't played Village. I did watch Jacksepticeye play through it. I thought it looked okay. It looked like it was a holdover for Resident Evil 4 remake. Funny enough, speaking of Leon S. Kennedy's well-sculpted behind, that was the other thing I noticed in Resident Evil 3. I mean, I was super happy to have Jill back because I love Jill in Resident Evil 3. And I was always kind of like, her outfit's really cute in Resident Evil 3, but it's like super impractical. And I was glad to see that they made her outfit way more practical in the remake. But then I noticed that they were just like super into the butt shots. It's like, all right, yes, it's a nice character model. We get it. Didn't see nearly as many with Leon. This one's creepy. I don't really like this one. I don't like this one. I'm gonna skip this one, guys. Yeah, there we go. Get some Frederick Hobbitler in there. It's got some stuff on here that I haven't played in a while in terms of music, so. This is Broly's theme from the new Broly movie. Oh, did anybody see the Broly movie in theaters? I did. I've seen all of the newer Dragon Ball movies except for Superheroes in the theater. It was super fun just to kind of sit there and watch that. There used to be a theater near here. Well, I say near. It was a good drive, but it was a dine-in theater, but it was like a small chain. It wasn't like a huge chain like what is it? I can't even think of. I haven't been to a movie theater in ages, but it was called the Alamo Drafthouse, and they played all kinds of movies, like all kinds of like art movies and stuff. Like they were a real like art house movie place, but they also played classic movies and stuff. And I got caught up in it because they were playing the live action Rurouni Kenshin movies, which are awesome, by the way. Yeah, I'll never forget that. It was so cool because I was in a room of people who absolutely loved the anime and loved Japanese movies in general, and like we were all having a great time. They also had a rule that if someone starts talking, you can call the attendant over and they will kick them the hell out. And I was like, oh my god, this place is amazing. I kept my little snoot shut the entire movie. There's another Dragon Ball movie. Which one is that? I know I missed Dragon Ball Heroes, but from what I understand, I didn't really miss a whole lot since it was mostly Gohan. Oh, it was the quietest the Cobalt could possibly be. I assure you. It was both a triumph and the greatest feat I've ever attempted and will ever attempt. Because if there's one thing that this Cobalt doesn't do, it's stop yapping. I am so glad I installed the quiet board on my little Ender here many moons ago, because it is just quiet. You might hear a little background hum, and that's all it is. And it completely... Ooh. Oh, nice. Who else wants Goth Katya? Oh, I'm kind of big on that. That's not a terrible look for her. Suffering is part of life. Galaxy Cinema. Yeah, it's always sad when big companies come in and ruin little theaters, you know. There we go. I had a dream with a version of this song in it, and it had me on one side of a wall of ice, and all of my characters and Rill on the other side. And the whole part where it said break the ice really got to me. So I listened to that song almost religiously for a time. Man, listen to that FM synth music. Good old Etrian Odyssey, bringing us back to the TurboGrafx 16. Oh yeah, that'll be Dark Katya. She'll be obsessed with hunting down Kisuke and killing him. This one's doing an entirely different kind of slaying. Heyo. There we go. Boop. And boop. I said boop. There we go. Wham. Meep. Did I? No, it's just like a cream color. There we go. Yes, thank you, Adorable. It is a useful it's a useful talent for streaming, absolutely. What the hell do I have going on back there? I've done something strange. I'm gonna have to jump in here and fix some of this line art. Something happened, guys. I don't know, it was a ghost or something. I'm scared. Is that? Oh, it's the. Why are you still in Paint Bucket? You lousy thing. Come here. Come here. I want the pen tool. There we go. Yes, thank you. It's very nice. Ghost hunting stuff. Let's ask it questions. Hey, ghosts. Who killed you? Oh my god, I'm just gonna go down the list of questions you could ask in Baldur's Gate when you when you cast Speak with Dead. Who killed you? That's always like the number one question. I'm just like, I don't care. Like I'm not trying to solve the mystery here. I'm not trying. Scoob and the gang are not waiting for me in the mystery machine to wrap this one up. Oh, that's cool. I like it when there's themes. That's really cool. I like that. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. I legit had a group of. I used to live actually. One of my roommates was a ghost hunter. He was with a local volunteer group, and it was cool. It was really cool. But it was one of those things where it's never as cool when you're watching the recording as when you're there. Like it was fine. It was just one of those things where the suspension of disbelief is very difficult to maintain. But like otherwise, no, it's cool. Like I liked seeing how they were trying to be scientific about it and succeeding. Obviously, they were getting lots of good readings. They were getting shit figured out. It was cool. I think what was funny though was that one of the things I find that ghost hunters don't always do, but occasionally they do them, is they will point out when things are not ghosts. And on one hand, it's just like, holy shit, you guys are smart. On the other hand, it's just like, I'm stupid as shit. There was one, I don't know if it was an article I read or if it was an interview or something that I saw. They were talking about the feeling of dread people get in their basements. And they said, because it's a very universal fear. Like going into a dark basement is very scary for a lot of people. Myself included. I'm glad I don't have a scary dark basement. I used to. God, I had one that had like fieldstone walls. It was terrible. But they were saying that buildings, especially big old buildings, have a vibration to them that causes a kind of a subsonic effect, and it's localized at the bottom of the structure in the basement, so that presence and that weird feeling that you get is really just the vibrations of this building being old. Or something along those lines. It's been a long time since I read that particular article. I just thought it was cool. Like even the explanation, like making it like it's not ghosts. It's like it doesn't matter. It's still fascinating. Am I disappointed that it's not Mildred O'Sullivan from 1909 who was drowned in this very room? Yeah, I mean, I'm a little disappointed. You know, Mildred deserves a little bit of respect. But on the other hand, you know, knowing what it is pretty cool. Or at least having a very good working theory as to what it is really cool, in my opinion. If ghost hunting be about seeking the truth, then finding the truth should not be a problem. It should be a victory. One step closer to science. I like how I spent like 5 minutes talking about ghost hunting, and I have never ghost hunted. Yep. You know what? Take a look over here, Charlie. You got the this outlet? Yeah. The polarity switched. Definitely ghosts. You know, I may be the best electrician in Canada, because I could spot a ghost outlet from a mile away. To be fair, I don't know where the Canadian accent came from, but it's every ska band that listened to Real Big Fish. I think my favorite thing about ghosts that I've ever heard was the something mocking the Canadians. There was something about ghosts that like it was about how back in the day, like in the 1800s, you could literally sell anything and like do anything. There was no regulation. There was no FDA. There was nothing protecting anybody. And my favorite thing was like you could find all this cough medicine that had cocaine in it, and it was really effective. I wonder why. But it's just like someone was saying, just imagining some old-timey snake oil doctor just like ripping a fat line of white lightning and just being like, there's ghosts in your blood. You should do cocaine about it. You're not Black Fox. Oh man, we should do a cover of the theme to The Last Unicorn, The Last Canadian. Oh man, it'd be such a sad movie. It'd be a Rankin Bass movie, of course. You could tell because everybody's nose is huge. Oh, Canada. Got more Canadians in the chat. Yay! I love that's one of the things I love about Gray is that he is the universal hype man in the chat. Like someone could be like, you know, I'm from Venezuela. He'd be like, hey, Venezuela. Oh, I see what you did there, Adorbald. I see what you did there. Sneaky, like the Kobold. Speaking of kobolds, Kobold Army represent, but I did see that there is a mod that has come back to Baldur's Gate 3 that allows you to play as a kobold. Of course, once I'm done with the convention, I am absolutely installing that. I'm finding it, and I'm installing the hell out of it. My scaly butt deserves to be represented. Nude across Faerun. It probably is. And I'll probably have a little blank spot there. I would love it if it wouldn't be that way. That'd be super cool. And maybe with me talking over it, that'll help. I doubt it, but we'll see. As it turns out, Black Fox, I really pay a lot more attention to where my pen is. Pen is. Forever 12. Forever 12. There we go. Boop, boop. I'm going to do something with this piece that I was doing. I did this with the little Zib cartoon I did. What? Oh, on the pencil tool. God. Palm rejection, my ass, Magic Rectangle. My scaly tail. I did see the loon story. I already was afraid of loons. You've only solidified my fear and respect for the loon. You know what bird doesn't get any respect is the coot. I just love the fact that there is a little duck-like bird out there that is a coot. And you can tell it's a coot because they ride really low in the water. Oh, come on, Zib. You ever want to watch me not color properly? Just watch me color in general. The Canadian national bird is stronger than the American bird. Well, can your national bird lay a grenade like an egg? Because that's pretty much what ours does. It's pretty cool. That's where we get all of our grenades. Anyway, as I was saying, Gray is one of those people in the chat who is super welcoming to everybody. So I like that. Do that more. Oh my God, is this Glitterwolf's Run With Us from the Canadian hit The Raccoons? Oh God. All of my terrible music taste is coming out in one episode. Got everything you need. And this song, like, I've watched The Raccoons. This song is not, like, in the theme of that show at all. Like, that chord progression in the refrain is, like, so, like, oh, here it is, like that. No, damn it. It's in there. But there's this chord progression that's like so like sad. And it's like, oh shit, this song does not belong here. Especially if you watched the intro. We gotta move. Always important to get up and move a little bit. I always tell people that. I don't do it myself. Moving is overrated. I just have a hard time drawing and walking at the same time. There we go, buddy. Here's your little foof. Oh, look at these two. They're so cute. They're so cute together. Also, Kisuke looks like he's like itty bitty, but he's behind. He's behind her. Trust me on this. He is not 3 feet tall. But welcome back, Adoreboard. You have missed a very important conversation, and it cannot be repeated. Oh, the potion is working, and I'm here for it. Just gonna have to hit that VOD. No, all I was talking about was the this closing song for the TV show The Raccoons from the 80s is the most incredible example of they just got a song. Like, it's a good song. It's a very good song. I actually quite enjoy it. But yeah, that's exactly it. It goes super hard, and it's just not in theme with the show. I mean, the opening theme, it's not even really a theme. It's just the narrator telling everybody what's going on. Oh. And the blue sky. Oh, so pretty. we go to art stream mode, you'd request a loon mother taking revenge on her child. I assume you mean taking revenge on the murder of her child. Unless it's a loon mother taking revenge on her child who wrote over her Resident Evil 2 save. Because I could totally do that. I've absolutely got precedent for that one. Mountains again, Gandalf. And funny enough, Adorable, like this version, the Glitter Wolf version, is not far off of the original. Like, that's the thing. It's like, this isn't like some jazzed up, pumped up version. This is absolutely the same, like, feeling from that original. So, Glitter Wolf does some good stuff, though. Big fan. Plus the name, Glitter Wolf. I mean, it's kind of rad. Getting revenge on the killer who killed her child. Aha. Wasn't I reading? I think it was a few years ago. I was reading. There were a lot of folks in nursing homes that were, like, kind of admitting to murders. As weird as that sounds, I guess they were just talking about, like, stuff that they did. There was some lady who, you know, her husband disappeared, but she killed him because he assaulted their kids. It's just like, oh, cool. Well, I mean, that's justified. 80s cartoons were nuts. Yeah, it is evil to pollute. Come on. Captain Planet taught me so much about giving a hoot and not polluting. If you bring 4 of your friends together with you and summon the elemental forces of nature, you too can have a green-haired himbo show up. Who's to say that Captain Planet wasn't just the hallucination that they all had from doing mushrooms? Speaking of going hard, god damn, Etrian, you're always going so hard. Even for the FM music, the synth music from like the TurboGrafx 16 era, just goes. Oh, all of the mountains are brown. It is the brown chocolate mountains. No, stop clicking the thing you're not supposed to click. You big dumb. I mean, it's pretty effective if it's actively fighting the bad guys. In that case, then, I mean, maybe it's not really a hallucination. Maybe it's actually a summoning of some kind. Maybe Captain Planet is actually some kind of elder Earth god. If I find out that Captain Planet's summoning is the effect of, like, minor illusion, I'm gonna be really mad. Captain Planet the Chaos Demon. Well, he certainly wouldn't be Nurgle. I think Tzench is the one that's the super horny one. Is it Tzench or is it It's been so long since I've actually thought of the Chaos Gods that I can't even remember. The Greater Clean One. Slaanesh. Yeah. Or Slaanesh. Leviosa. Mountains again, Gandalf. I loved Ian Holm as Bilbo. He was such a good Bilbo. I haven't read into it, Adorable, but, like, have you seen any of the discourse about 40K? And they're like, there can't be women space marines. Like, I already know, because I used to play it, I already know that most players of Warhammer 40K are a certain type of person. But, like, oh, you get to see all of it? Oh, fun. And I don't mean to offend anybody, but it's one of those things where it's like, who fucking cares? There are people out there that have, they've made, like, custom chapters, like custom chapters of the Adeptus Astartes that are all women, or like there's people who have painted up their armies to be like specific LGBTQ plus colors and stuff. And it's like, that's cool. You know, it's like that's cool. That's part of the hobby. And these people who are just like gatekeeping it, like oh, you can't have girls. It's like, oh man, come on, just let the girls do something. Come on. Well, we already have Sisters of Battle. It's like we have girl Space Marines at home, you know. And the sisters are not Space Marines. They are regular humans, which is what makes her so cool. Yeah, I thought that was really cool. I've seen similar paint jobs at like Gen Con for the Golden Demon. Yeah, Black Fox, I used to like 40K quite a bit when I had more people to play it with. It's a very difficult game to like when you're not in a group with it. But it's also a very difficult game to enjoy right now because of just how silly the split is right now with the hobby. It gets frustrating when nerd spaces are just frustratingly silly, you know, in their ridiculousness. Now, I'm all about silly nerds and me. Mm-hmm. But yeah, the not cool silly nerds, they definitely are not my fave. There we go. He still has to have his hood up because he's a daywalker, but still does very, very much sunlight. He doesn't have the protection of a forest canopy over his little head. Yeah, for real. No, I think it's a good time for most reasonable people to like take a break with 40K and just chill. Chill with another hobby, because I don't know, man. I get so... It's like when people were getting mad. Like, what was it about people were getting mad about, what was it, Matt Mercer on Critical Role having a character with, like, a wheelchair? And it's like, for fuck's sake, guys. Do we really have so little to be upset about that this is what people are outraged by? Yeah, Black Fox 40K is really expensive to get. It always has been. They recently started doing these like box sets that were... Oh, that's the wrong gradient. They recently started doing these box sets that are a little bit more affordable, but like in the long term, like if you're just starting this game, it's very expensive to get into. If you want to have any chance of playing. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that they started outlawing the proxies in official play, which to me is silly because some people kit bash some amazing proxies. And it's a disservice to the people who are actually in the community to actually be a part of it. I don't know. Just my thoughts. It's my little koboldy thoughts. Yeah, D&D minis are a great thing to jump on. Actually, I've been having a really good time with Privateer Press. Their minis are big and chunky, and they're steampunk and rad. What was it? Those are cool. There's, oh gosh, maybe it's just because my inner DM, but there's a company called, I think it's called Epic Encounters, and they do that. They have boxed sets that are specific Epic Encounters, and they come with their own adventure and everything, but they come with these amazingly beautiful minis. And these minis are not like the standard like 28 millimeter, you know, like it's a tall green human, so it's an orc. Like these guys have character. They have just beautiful detail. I highly suggest it. I think they're all resin minis, if not plastic. Everyone has a load of Cobalt minis they need to finish. I found some on Thingiverse that were super cute. Like just like the schmexy 2020 version of Kobolds and not the 1994 version of Kobolds. I'll have to find those again. God, I think it was on Thingiverse. Well, they had all kinds of, there was like a pirate, and I was like, yes, please. There was like a little artificer. Gosh, I should find the pictures of those and put them in the Discord because they were really cool. I printed them at one point, but I don't think I have them anymore. They may have broken because I used a poor resin for it. I have both the filament FDM style printers and the SLA printers, the resin ones here. 3D is really useful for minis, but have you seen, Adorbald, if you look up miniatures printed with a 0.2 millimeter nozzle on an FDM printer, you can barely tell the difference. It's incredible. Because for the longest time, I was just printing minis in my SLA printers. And then I saw this in the 0.2 millimeter. I was like, holy shit, I gotta try that. Oh my god, I'm skipping. Everyone has their history, everyone has their past, and that was Josh Groban for a second, so I'm glad. Oh god. That's just what I need. Okay. This mountain still needs a little bit of a gradient. Like, it's too flat. It is very easy to make minis with a lot of the different resources that are out there. I have for my Starfinder game, I have a shuttle that I'm trying to put together. It's going to take a hell of a lot of printing, but it looks cool. So that's the important thing. This is Amelie, so I bet you this is going to be copyrighted too. So let's skip that. That's Castlevania. That's going to be copyrighted. There we go. Yeah, resin's a good way of doing it. I've had really good results with resin. But I just recently, I'm literally saying within the last 2 weeks, I saw people were using 0.2 millimeter nozzles on their FDM printers. It was just like, holy shit. This is almost as good as a SLA printer. Today on Printer Talk. What song was that? That was a remix. It was an Amelie remix. Let me look back here. Basically, look up the Amelie remix album. You can find it out there. But it's good, and because it's good, that means I can't play it. So, okay, yeah, I'm gonna stop messing with that one. I'm gonna desaturate. Actually, that's a good idea. I should do that now. Let's get all my precious colors. I'll dig it up once I get some time, Black Fox. Let's desaturate this. This, as it turns out, was the key to making that Cobalt Sorceress work so well. Was turning the colors down a little bit and desaturating them. And it seems to be doing its job here, too. Actually, that works. I don't even need that overlay. Yeah, the overlay doesn't do much for it. Cool. Oh, geez, Rick's playing Helldivers? Oh. At least it's not Stardew Valley. He's been playing that for like 2 weeks. I'm a little salty about about Helldivers 2, and it has nothing to do with the game. The person who was watching our dog left our dog alone to go play Helldivers 2, so I'm a little salty about that game. Not that it's Helldivers' problem, but all right. Boopity boop. Boopity boop. Actually, yeah, that was kind of the noise I made, Adorable. That was kind of the noise I made. It's like, Well, I'm not using them again, that's for sure. Oh, I can't use this. This is Disney. God, why isn't it on my regular playlist? Oh, hell yeah. Oh, I know why. Okay, my bad. Sorry, Gale Force. Sorry, Gale Force. The theme to Deltarune. Looks like I have forgotten to put... Oh, no, I didn't forget to put Kaya's Maze in there. Yeah, I think the thing that pissed me off the most was the fact that they lied about it. Well, the dog, because he was alone and he got scared, he pooped in his kennel, and it was just like, oh, poor little guy. And he tried to like clean it up, and he lied about it, and it's just like, all right, that now I'm bordering on pissed. So. The thing was, I thought I had selected my regular playlist when I had in fact not, and it was just skipping along my library merrily as if it was going to its grandmother's house. Oh, you know what? Oh, no, those are mountains. Okay, whew. I was looking at the line art, and I was just like, that's fucked up. And it's like, no, it's not. Although I do regularly look at my line art and go, oh, that's fucked up. Oh, well, now we have Goth Kisuke. All right. I don't know what it is, man. I love this Game Over song. I think it's just the prettiest song. The call and response section, this part. And then this chord coming up just seals it for me. I love this chord. Can't tell, but I'm slowly headbanging to this. Artist cures. What do I cure? Apparently I cure boredom, or at least I hope I do. I do like this song. It just makes me sad that we'll never get another Night in the Woods. I've rambled on about that game long enough. All right. There we go. I should have expected a misspelling from you. There we go. When the cat steps on the battle map. Yep, that's about right. I actually managed to procure a star map from, or a basic Starfield from my friendly local game store. And so my Starfinder games will now have an actual Starfield for them to play on. And they loved the space combat, so that's super fun. I gotta say, that is an interesting aspect of that game. I was not expecting them to enjoy the space combat nearly as much as they did. Oh, I wish it was a giant mouse pad. It's actually just a fold-out map. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it in a frame, so it's got a little like plexiglass thing on the front, and then it won't get scratched up or anything, and I can keep it flat because the damn things never stay flat. So that'll be exciting. But yeah, it was just cool because like all the players had something to do. I think that's what was missing when I was running my crew through Skull and Shackles. Pirate adventure. You get your own pirate ship. You get your own pirate islands. You know, you get to search for treasure, go underwater and crap. It's awesome. And it was just boring as shit. It was dull as dishwater, as they say. And I couldn't, for the life of me, figure out what the problem was. I was like, it's a pirate ship. You guys should be excited. And there was no excitement with the ships at all. And I finally understood why, and it's because there is nothing you can do. These players, obviously I had a group of experienced players, so I mean they knew how to handle everything. So they already had characters that were ridiculous. But it just came down to the fact that I don't know how they could make pirates boring, but they did. The ship combat sucked. That's the long and short of it. The ship combat was terrible. Because it was just like, it was like a regular initiative. And it's like, okay, everyone do something on the ship. And it's like, I'm going to, I guess, pull some ropes. I'm going to turn the tiller like I know what I'm doing. Make a roll. It was boring. It was so boring. And the turns took for fucking ever. The Starfinder ship combat. Oh my God. It flows. Like it actually has its own, I wouldn't say its own system, but it has its own flow and it has its own thing going. And I had alluded to it before, but everybody has something to do. There's something for everyone to do on board the ship, and I absolutely adore that fact. Because no one is left out of combat. Nobody is left out of the group. Like, you know, well, I'm a druid and I can't shapeshift fast enough to get up to this stuff before everyone else kills it. So I guess I guess I'll just die, you know. Everyone contributes to the success of your spaceship battles, and I just love that. Of course, I'm a big fan of like the whole Star Trek idea, but you know, it was so awesome. Like, for example, a round will go first with the engineering phase. So everyone gets to do something with their engineering section. So anybody who's an engineer or a mechanic or whatever, they can pull a full Scotty and they can like divert power to the engines. They can divert shield power or something along those lines. But they can basically make the ship work better at the cost of the ship. And then it's the pilot's turn. And the interesting thing I thought was everybody makes a piloting check. It's a lot like a performance check or like a skill roll. Everyone in the combat makes a piloting check for their ship. The highest result goes last in the initiative order. And that's representative of the the pilot with the highest skill knowing where everyone is going to be and being able to pilot accordingly. Again, what a cool idea. You know, I mean, just making that choice of being a pilot important. It is neat. And the best part is, like, afterwards, you know, everyone moves, like all the ships move, all the facings and everything change and everything. You have weapons in different arcs of your ship, so you have to position yourself properly. But then it's the shooting phase, and everybody gets to shoot. It doesn't matter if somebody's shot would have blown them up. Everybody gets to shoot. Would it be that way in real life? Everybody gets to shoot at this party. But it was really, really cool. And there's like a section in there for like the science officer. Like they can deploy electronic countermeasures and scan the enemy ship for weaknesses and all this crap. And I was like, this is exactly what I wanted in regular ship combat. But I guess in regular ship combat, it can't be as robust. There isn't that much stuff for regular schmoes to do. But yeah, so that's my glowing praise for the Starfinder space combat. I adore it. I love it. I'm looking forward to more. And I'm the DM, so it's like, if the DM is excited to run it and the players are excited to run it, you've done something right. You've absolutely done something right. It's like I replied to a tweet earlier this week that Rick Griffin had about THAC0 and from D&D 2nd edition. And I was just like, yeah, nothing makes a game less fun than, hey, look at this handy chart. It's like if you have to refer to like a flow chart to figure out how you do anything, it's not fun. Your game's not fun. Yeah, sorry. I super enjoyed the space combat, so I get a little wiggy about it. The red versus blue episode you remember is that the ship they were on suddenly tried to warp power down, activates the shield, and fires its weapon all at the same time. Yeah, that would be a huge strain on any ship's power system. That's something else I thought was neat about Starfinder is that with your ship, and your ship just becomes like basically a member of the party. But it's interesting because you systems cost power to use, and your power core puts out a certain amount of power, and you can't go over that. So if you only generate 150 power units or whatever, you can't, put anything else on there if you already have 150 units. So it's kind of interesting because it's like you might get to a point where it's like we have to shut down life support and hold our breaths for a minute so we can power the shields and not explode. And that kind of stuff I live for. I live to see parties go through that. I get all of my little Cobalt GM happiness out of that. When I see them strategizing and having fun and taking it, almost seriously. I never expect anyone to take role-playing games like deadly serious, but when you see them getting into the universe and getting into the world and stuff, God, it's such a cool feeling. And then it's even better like when you create the encounters and you make the adventure, because it's like, I did that, me, little Zibby. So thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Remember when people said that? Oh, man. I'm a chatty little thing today. I'm sorry. Whoo-wee. Oh, my God. No. Starfinder actually just added kobolds. Kobolds were not a standard race in Starfinder. And neither were gnolls. And they added them. And I could not be happier. I am so happy about it. Because not only do I love the Yoski, but I love the idea of kobolds just everywhere in a ship. Like kobold mechanics crawling around in the Jeffries tubes, crawling around in the air ducts, taking a snooze in the engine compartment because they had a big lunch. You know, crap like that. That is absolutely my jam. I love it. That would be something that I would love to do on stream one day. Is run a little Starfinder one shot. Yes, you were a big fan of the Yoski, Black Fox. I remember you saying you liked them. Sorry, I'm trying to get the sky to look not shitty, and it's very difficult. That's better. Oh, man. God, I was talking about Starfinder for a while. Sorry about that. Jesus. Oh, man. Am I just missing all these little sections? All right. Okay, let's not half-ass this. Yoski, it is... I think it's... Yeah, I think it's Yoski. But, okay. No, sorry. What are you sorry about? Nothing to be sorry about here. Fabian Zib, power double hour. Here today, gone the next. Look at everyone. It's kobolds. Yes, yes. Okay. Oh. No, I rarely find people willing to listen to my ramblings, my diatribes as a DM. So those of you who have gotten through that, you are the true fans. I salute you. I salute you. I've spent a large amount of my life apologizing for liking a thing. Oh, and it's damn fine time to have some more representation in here. I do like that the description of this stream at one point was 3 foxes and a crow yell at a kobold for 2 hours. Well, it's appreciated. That's very sweet of you. And I could just very easily just say, I like games. And there you go. That's it. That's all I need. But no, I must be more verbose about it. One of the strategies I have going forward, trying to make the comic higher quality, is obviously improve my art. But I'm also going through and no, that's not what I wanted. I'm also going through and correcting line art on a like a micro level, because for some reason it just makes the piece look better. So once I've colored, it's usually much more apparent when I need to fix up the line art. Like these paws here. Obviously, there's some little fringes and stuff that I need to clean up. So I'm going to come back to that. That's a final step. I can't publish it until I go through that step. I really don't know what to call this expression, but I think we've all had it. That's just that particular, like, I'm not gonna say it. I like Katya. I like drawing Katya. She's fun. All right. Doop. And wrong one. Yeah, the exasperated hiss. Just the. Yeah, that's the internal struggle to not yell. Oh man, I feel that way about Roscoe sometimes. I love my baby. I love my baby boy, but oh my god, sometimes I'm just like, Roscoe, please, I'm just trying to eat a sandwich. Let me have lunch. I can't play with you 24/7. I do have to remind myself though that there may come a day where he can't or doesn't want to play anymore. So I really should, and I do. I really can and should just cherish it for what it is. So. Because he's a sweet baby boobop, and he will not always be a sweet baby boobop. Someday he will grow up into a big angry man. That's okay though. I got almost 9 years out of the last dog, so I'm going for the high score. Going for the high score for my buddy. Oh no, now she's old. She's still kind of a silver fox. I thought you said what bread for a second. I was just like, I mean, I usually use white bread, maybe Italian bread. He's a German Shepherd. Our last dog, Lupin, was a German Shepherd as well, and had him for almost 9 years, and then lost him in December. And Roscoe kind of fell into our laps in February, and he's a very young German Shepherd. He's quite possibly less than 1 year old. He has energy for days. He is he's a sweet dog. He just has a lot of energy and a lot of fear, so we're working on that with some training. Yes, such fluffy babies. He isn't. He actually, since he's so young, and it's springtime, he just blew out his undercoat. So he is a sleek boy. He actually, he's got like the body and the coat of like a Dobie right now, a Doberman, and nice. He's just super sweet. I can't think about the pauper too long. He was my little guy. He was my co-pilot on many a stream through 2023. I could swear sometimes he could understand my jokes because he'd get up and leave. He's like, okay, watch you move. Bye, Murray. I'd be like, bye, buddy. I don't think my kitty ever appeared on the stream. Maybe once. I think she might have yowled at the microphone. She's like, I'm here. I'm important. Love me. All shall love me and despair. We lost her back in February. So it's been hard on the animal side of things. It's been a little hard. Getting through it though. Getting through it. Good friend of mine was very much in the same mentality as mine. He said, you know, you never stop missing them, and it never stops hurting. You just learn how to hold the pain a little bit different. Yeah, I think I lost the kitty before. No, Gray was already part of the stream, but yeah, I lost Lupin before Gray joined, I think. Quite possibly that entire. I honestly, that entire time frame, Poof. Just, it was a blur. Just complete blur. The Dorbalt's sitting there like, I wanted distractions. I didn't want to hear sad puppy stories. You know what? I need some cheering up. Let's ban Black Fox. Yeah, she made one appearance. But what an appearance. She was queen of the house. I mean, she absolutely had me under her little paw. I still look for her sometimes. Oh, I got completely derailed off of my love of Starfinder. I was saying at some point I should host a like a one shot for people who are interested and play it over Roll20 and just stream it. That'd be fun. I swear Toby used a bunch of Konami hits for his stuff, because there's some stuff in here that I only heard on Konami games. This is what I was talking about. So, for example, like I initially had marked out Katya's markings here, but they are way too big. So what I'm going to do before I publish this is I'm going to go through and remove the extraneous artwork, the line work, if you will. I'm going to cut it down as I would cut down a gnome. Nobody here's a gnome, right? No gnomes here? You got to tell me if you are. Oh, man. For some reason, I just thought about that being like a fantasy hooker situation. Like, all right, it's $20. You're not a gnome, right? You got to tell me if you're a gnome. I would probably just do pre-generated characters for everybody. I'd just hand them out. They're like, here you are, my victims for the evening. You are a Yoski janitor. You are a space elf. I actually do not use the standard fantasy races. I do not like them. Wow, Black Fox. I just want you to know, the finger is hovering over ban Black Fox 966. I had a gnome character. A lot of my friends are gnomes, okay? I can say it. I had a gnome character. She was a bard because that's the class I love to play, because I'm a total fucking loser. But, yeah. I played a gnome once, and I was just like, all right. The Doorbalt's got some experience in the gnome field, and that's okay. You know? You gotta try it out before you persecute it. You know? Nah. I think I'm one of the few people who's just like, gnomes aren't people. I love that scene in Deltarune. It's very sweet. I should make a meme with these two, with just these two specific ones. Oh, absolutely. No, you don't have to prove it to me. Absolutely a kobold. 100% through and through. Belief 100. Natural 20 on the persuasion check. I could keep going. I don't know why I'm doing this now. I was going to do this later. God. Just get the damn thing colored. Come on, Zibby. I don't think I have links turned off. I could be wrong because I am a little baby boobop when it comes to streaming. So I'm pretty sure I haven't turned any of that off. Link away. Or a friend of the stream. You can do what you like. If not, you can always link in the Discord too. If you use the Discord. I've seen kind of a drop-off on people using Discord, which is weird because it's like one of the only reasonable chat systems that I've run into lately. Wait a minute. Huh. I have line art on 2 layers. Let's go ahead and combine those, huh? Shabbity boop. I don't know, Black Fox. That finger's still hovering over the band. This is gonna be on a doorbulb. Woo. Angry little machine back there. Oh, I have to sign in. That tells you how often I use the browser version of Blue Sky. Oh wow, there we go. Oh yeah, I saw your ref sheet. I like that you have your color palette on your sheet too. That's so nice. Yes, Captain Morgan on that treasure chest. I like it. Oh, let's fix that. You can be on the server. The servo. Where is all of my crap? Oh, that's right. Color. I forgot about. I'm sorry. I forgot about that. Silly me. There you go. Thank you, Black Fox. Black Fox is the keeper of many a link. Because Fabian cannot be fucking bothered at the time. I have a hard enough time walking and chewing gum, so I appreciate that, Black Fox. Thank you. What is this? Oh, that was the draggy that I used. Okay. For a second, I thought you were just like, there you go, you're welcome. I realized now that you were saying you're welcome to me, so I appreciate that. Thank you, Black Box. I don't know why I immediately go to the people are being dicks. I think it's a trauma response. Oh God. It is hot in here. It is absolutely hot in here. I don't have my fan going because I don't want the fan pickup on the mic. I also don't want it to mess up my printer because of course it will. It's like summer in here. Getting close to pantsless streaming season. There we go. Okay. Oh, God, yeah. There we go. What was the name? Oh God, there was like the ubiquitous porn that my friends would use like in place of everything, like oh my God, that's what was it buttfuck sluts go nuts 69 something like that. Oh man, Black Box sending everybody over a incredible crazy porn link, and I'm here for it. The mobile, I do apologize. The mobile app is not good for Twitch. I wish there was an alternative. Who are we kidding? It'd be maple syrup beauties of the Canadian wilderness. I don't know why that made me laugh so much, but it did. A laughy mood. I'm in a laughy mood. Okay. All right. Oh no, it's not that. Here we go. Oh geez. Don't go there. On our server? I don't think you sent it on our server. Oh, wow. I am not doing good on this whole coloring thing. I apologize. Where are... Oh, I see where this... Okay. So to save time on some of these pages, when I have like these little reaction shots where the character's position really doesn't change, just their expression, I will often copy and paste the previous page, or not the previous page, the previous panel. There we go. Words. I'll copy and paste it, and apparently there's artifacts on this from the previous one. So, good job, Zib. Way to really give him confidence in it as a creator. Oh God. My watch was just like, bedtime reminder. It's like, fuck you, I'm busy. Artwork is the real treasure of Eternia. I decided to do Skeletor for a second, so. Yay! Welcome to the server, Doorbulb. Always nice to add to my seething hordes of minions. AKA cool people I get to know. Oh, God. I need to turn off this alarm on my watch. I swear to God, it scares me every time. Oh, yeah, I've been doing that lately. Just the desktop version. I think we're going back to like 1998 internet. And honestly, I'm here for it. I mean, I've gotten quite used to Google Fiber, but if it meant the internet going back to the way it was in the 90s, man, I would give up a lot for that. And not even like stylistically, it's just like culturally, the internet was different back in the 90s. It was just people like us on the internet. It was just nerds. And I mean that in the nicest way possible. I don't mean to insult anybody who is offended by the term nerd. But it was technology enthusiasts, I should say. Once they decided that they could make a quick buck off the internet, then all the pretty people showed up. Thus was the end of another fine institution. Hell yeah. We're the ones that were able to brave the demon sound of the 56K baud modem. How do I get on the internet? Well, first you need to actually have the service. I thought it was free. Are you kidding me? I would love it to be free. That'd be fantastic. Don't know how good it would be, but it would be fantastic. Yeah. Spent many an hour in front of the frustrating old Netscape Navigator, or as the incredibly clever portmanteau that we used, Nutscrape Navigator. Getting there on this one, guys. Sorry, the coloring process is a lot less fun than like the drawing process, so I apologize if this has been a little boring. Gray, how you doing out there, man? How was your chicken? I'm invested in your chicken, man. And I'm invested in your chicken, man. Not I'm invested in your chicken, man, because that'd be awkward. I don't know you that well, so. I honestly just had the thought, this is very similar to the first convention that I went to in San Jose. It basically ended up like this. It was just me hanging out with a bunch of people at a table, drawing and cracking jokes and being goofy. It was a good time. I can understand why I like to keep doing it. Yeah, it was good times. It was good times. It was a good scary time. I was trying something new. I was in a place that I didn't know. As it turns out, those have been the best moments for me. I'm a bit of a traveling kobold, as it turns out. Have backpack will be in there, essentially. is my motto. All of the scary experiences in my life were probably the most where I did the most growing. Traveling to Australia 2 weeks after taking on a new job with people I didn't know was definitely one of those scary moments. I'd do it again in a heartbeat, though. God, that was fun. Philippines was another matter. Don't think I'd go back. And not because of the people. The people are sweet as pie. They are some of the nicest people you'll ever meet. I think Gray is knee-deep in chicken right now. That's probably why he hasn't gotten back to me. I don't know. Every time I've heard kids screaming, I'm just like, that sounds like a them problem. They'll figure it out. Figure it out. There we go. I have not run out of things to talk about. I am just trying to remain in a flow state, which is not easy. Yeah. Laser-like focus. That's very generous. Maybe like cat toy laser. Shaky and darting from side to side. Oh, look at all these gappies. These gappies. Terrible. I color like a drunk fourth grader. It still counts. Oh, I love Noelle's theme. She's so cute. Doop-a-doop-doop. Doop-a-doop-doop. Whew. All right. Getting there. God, that's a lot of coloring. Yeah, this entire page is going to need to be desaturated because it's too rich. It's okay, though. It's okay. Actually, it was Chris Straub who I saw him do it. He was using textures in his backgrounds, and I just loved it because it added something like some weird like aesthetic that I couldn't quite pin down. So, I'll probably do that with some of the stonework here, some of the rocks and stuff. I'm probably going to put a texture in there, really subtly, maybe with like some Perlin noise or something. Adorbald is from the province of Koboldia, the finest of the Canadian provinces. Oh, it's Southern Ontario. Gotcha. I was from up north originally. It's Southern occupied Canada was where I lived in the States. Oh, this is a slight. Maybe this is a silly question to ask, but is like every movie filmed in Toronto? It seems like every movie that has like a major city in it. Oh no, Wisconsin. There was no lake between me and my Canadian brothers. Although, Wisconsin really is part of the German belt. That's what I figured. Like, I remember seeing in a bunch of different movies, it's just like, thank you to the city of Toronto. And it's just like, God, it's just, it must just be so efficient and cost effective to film there. God, I love the rain theme from Persona 5. Yeah, I'm sure there's like tax breaks and stuff. Do. God, this is just such a, like, I would love to spend a rainy day in a little cafe like this with the window open so you could smell the wet pavement. That's awesome. Yeah, I think they used it a lot for the Avengers movies, if I remember correctly. They used Toronto. It's like, this is the most polite New York I've ever seen. Gosh, everyone looks so healthy. It's like they have universal health care. That's gonna get cleaned up too. God, this really should be an emote, shouldn't it? This is a mood. If I wasn't sleeping with him, I would have killed him. Oh yeah, sitting in a little booth at a little cafe, the window open, only foot traffic, no cars, just foot traffic. Occasional person shuffling by with an umbrella, maybe running by with a newspaper over their head because they are ill prepared for the day. Hot cup of coffee, a cat on my feet. Yes. I could live that very easily. Or outside in a tent after a long hike. Like, already hiked, already did all the adventuring I needed to do for that day, or at least for the moment. And then just sitting in the tent with, like, I don't know, a soda or a beer or something, and just watching the rain clean up the forest. Just chill vibes. That'd be nice. Thanks for listening to my chill fetishes, apparently. Sorry. God. Oh, man. Persona 5 really was a good time. I really enjoyed that. Yeah, log cabin porch. I could see log cabin porch. Wholesome fetishizing. I think that's going to be the name of my memoirs. Wholesome fetishizing with Fabian Zib. Yeah, a little rumbler thunderstorm, a little bit of lightning maybe in the distance. Not enough to scare the cat, of course. But what can scare the cat? The cat is a tough old bird. since I am pretty much wrapped up on colors here. Oh, excuse me. That's the potion getting burpy. I might move over to the sketch I was going to try and see if that'll work out. Could use a little bit of a bump here, just to pick up a little bit. Oh, speaking of pick up, I need to clean this office. Oh my god, one kobold can make an incredible amount of mess. I would be impressed if I wasn't in the middle of it. And it's not like, you know, soda cans and food wrappers and crap. No, God, I'm not that gross. Come on. Come on. Exactly. Who put all this shit in my room? Ah, Clown Katya. Clown Katya versus Ice Climbers. What is this crap? I apparently spent a long time on the ink layer, fucking around with color, like an idiot. You like my electric guitar? Oh, here, let me turn up the distortion pedal. Like that? Yeah. Nobody likes that. That's going with the Fallout. Going with the Fallout means nobody likes that. Oh, I forgot to color that. Oh, I'll have to go back. I can't see you air drumming, Zeb. Okay. All right. That's pretty good from 0. So I'm going to save this up, and then I'm going to move to that sketch I was talking about. I'll show you the cool pose, because I absolutely adore it. My Discord is full of shaky peaches. I don't know what kind of euphemism that is, but it kind of sounds like one. Hiroko strikes me as the one who would have been shot in the head, yes. Just knowing her. Oh, I don't know if Adorabald has seen me change forms. Because here's my gaming form. Whatcha? Yeah, look at that. I'm looking in a different direction and I'm holding a different thing. Yeah. It's okay, I'll give you a minute to calm down. So gaming. And then there's Slime Zib. I really don't want you in here, Slime Zib. No, but I'm part of the team, you know? I'm important. I'm super, super important. You're not. I'm super important. You're not. I'm gonna go back in my jar. Please do. And let's see. What else? No, Zob was my... God, was it my cousin? I think it was my cousin. Yeah, Zob was my cousin. And then there's Board Katya. Hello. And then Drunk Hiroko. Yay! Everybody loves Drunk Hiroko. one of my previous regulars came to the stream and they were just like, Zib's not a kobold anymore. I don't know how to feel. Yes, that's Slime Zib. Slime Zib likes to try to usurp my power. Are you kidding? If the stream continues on in a positive manner without any technical issues, Slime Zib's taken over. Yeah, Slime Zib's the one who's really pulling the strings here. Hub it up. There we go. More slime, baby. No. The car's so cold and boring. Well, maybe make it homier? I don't know, man. Just absorb something cool. Well, I could absorb something cool if I wasn't in the jar. You're not in the jar now. I didn't really change this out, did I? No, you really didn't. Why don't you go back in the pickle jar, man? Just go back. I'm going to go back in the pickle jar. Yeah, that's a good idea. Ah. Out of potion. That's a disturbing thought. All right. Back to... There we go. Okay. So this is a pose and a character by... Oh, is he up there? Is his name up there? David Hutchison. This book also came out in like 2002. Something like that. But ever since I got this book, I have loved this pose. I just love it. There's so much to like about it. Yeah, I mean, well, the flintlocks are absolutely a huge part of it because, I mean, where do you see flintlocks like that? Also, those are the most detailed guns ever. This is why I don't draw guns. But no, I love the outfit. I love the pose. I love the attitude. I love the hair. This has a very Wild Arms feel to it, and I just love it. It is, yeah. This is definitely from the 2000s. It's from, what is the book? How to Draw Manga, Volume 2 by Ben Dunn. This is a series of books that was done by Antarctic Press in the early aughts, when How to Draw Manga books were fewer and far between, before you could go to like Hobby Lobby and get one. But yes, I mean, ever since 2000 and oh god, like 2006, 2007, I've had this book and I've enjoyed it, and I really want to steal the hell out of this pose. So I think I might do just that. Do a little sketchy-do here. And I'm actually going to, for the benefit of the viewing audience... Whoops. There we go. I'm going to bring it over here. So it is a little easier to see while I'm drawing. Yeah, Ben Dunn's stuff is pretty out there all over the place now. So, yeah, no, I think this pose is cool, and I'm trying to see, because one of the problems I usually run into is spine alignment, and female characters often have an S curve. And I'm trying to please stop dating me. It harms me. So how is okay? So her shoulders. This is also kind of how I break down poses. The S is for scoliosis. So here's the Here's the cant of her shoulders. Get her neck here. So her back, going from her tailbone. That is probably pretty close, but probably could use some work. Her hips. This is an interesting little tidbit that I picked up. It's a term called inverse kinematics. It's from 3D modeling. I learned a little bit of that. But the shoulders and the hips, two extremely this kobold's favorite. But the shoulders and the hips will always inversely move. So, for example, when the right shoulder comes down, the right hip will come up. When the left shoulder goes up, the left hip will go down. Let's see. It's a really, really neat little thing. So it's a neat little Are you accusing me of wasting time so I don't actually have to draw? How dare you? Oh, man. I mean, I could very easily just go over the top there. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But I like trying to learn at least a little bit and just try to figure it out on my own a little bit. But the avatar. The avatar. Oh yeah. I'm so focused on my drawing that I completely forgot to look over. Yes, I am one of the few artists that knows how to draw with a Wii Pro controller. But if I need to break it down for you guys to make it a little easier, I'll go back to the mouse. There you go. Or there. Are we all bored? Or are we all drunk? And there's that. I gotta fix that so it looks like she's sitting at a bar. Otherwise, her boobs are just kind of hanging out there. I'm not sure what happened. Okay. The other problem is that when I took a picture of this, it was not directly over it because I couldn't get good lighting and yada yada. Excuses. So, Yes, press X to draw. God. So we're already seeing that the left shoulder is higher than the right shoulder. And this is all just finding the pose first. We might have found our S-curve. Oh God, no. She looks like Genie. So, okay. Got the rib cage, and the interesting thing about female anatomy that I've learned much about female anatomy. God, that sounds terrible. Is that the ribs and the hips connect. So you won't have a super long torso. Not typically. Some swimmer girls. But I have to remember that right hip is up. Because of inverse kinematics. Everyone loves it. It's my favorite thing to say. I'm sure my 3D teacher would be just like, Zib, this is the only thing you remembered from my class? And I'd be like, Tony, please, God, get away from me. Graduated a million years ago. Okay. So I am totally dilly-dallying here. Well, let's do, okay. So we got the chest, crunch. Crunch is about 2.5 head heights. Like that. 1, 2, right there. Jeez. Long lower torso. And the leg is going in the other direction. Yeah. I'm blowing this one. I am blowing this one. Tell you what. I'm going to take this part, at least I'm doing okay with. I'm going to take that. I'm going to try to figure out this pose on top of the original. So we've got the head. We've got the neck. And the neck is shortened. There's a foreshortening here because her head is forward and the chin is down. So we've got the chest here. The rib cage. So the neck is shorter. That's okay. Not much of a trapezius to speak of. The delts are oh Jesus, she's a linebacker. Other problem is that I have a huge pencil. Sorry, sorry everyone, I have a huge pencil. It's really hard to get around. Okay, so there's the neck. Again, that and that. Okay, so we have our shoulders right there. And she actually has wider shoulders than I thought. Okay, elbow joint is right there. Wrist joint is right around here-ish. Right behind the back of the palm. And her other arm is cleverly hidden, Wayne Reynolds style, behind the other arm. And wrist joint is there. Okay. Won't worry too much about the extremities like fingers and things like that for now. Yeah, I'm thinking this one's a swimmer. Because these hips are way down here. This is very classic for Ben Dunn, though. Since he's a Western artist. His anatomy is a little Bruce Timmified, if I may. Okay, we have the crunch here. Powerful kicks on these legs, though. Yeah, there's that thigh muscle. I'm still learning all of my musculature. This is really throwing me off because I feel like this leg is bigger. And I know it's just the view. Like the top of this leg is like here. This is the front-facing portion of the leg, whereas this one is right here. So this makes perfect sense, but for some reason, like this one, oh, I get it, thigh gap. Okay, there's a thigh gap going on here. So you're going to see more thigh and a little bit of butt in there because apparently you can only wear tight pants when you're wielding guns. Makes sense. Okay. So that's cool. I think the shoulders need to cant a little bit more. Doodly-doo-doo-doo-doo. To be more accurate to the drawing. Yeah, and the thing is, there's a lot in those shoulders in terms of how the attitude of the piece goes. The shoulders and the hips, like I said, because they're inversely proportional, they control a lot about a figure drawing, and it's a great way to test yourself and see how much you understand about anatomy. I don't know. Humans are crazy to me. First and foremost, I don't know how you survived without scales, but that's another thing. Yeah, there's so much that I still have to learn. So belly button would be around there. Okay. I know it's my preference. And if I was drawing a kobold doing this would be done already, But got to try and come the human's way a little bit, Just the way that is. Okay, so I'm just getting the hand placement here. And one thing to keep in mind, and I think people have been getting this wrong for a little while. Nobody owns a pose. There's no such thing as an owned pose. So if you need a reference, if you need to draw off of something where you see a pose that's really cool, like something like this from 2002, just use it. Speed painted kobold doing this? Jesus, no. I can try. like all things, I can try. You know what, Adorable? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna speed sketch a kobold because I've got what I have what I wanted. Let's see. Kobold. All right. Kobold girl. Holding guns. Got it. Neat. This is excellent drawing a kobold music. But do I do the thing that I do? And do I... Yeah, you know what? I'll give her bazooms. Gotta get that little draconic smile in there that we are so known for. And you see, I made the same mistake. I squared up the shoulders, and that fucks it up. Don't fuck it up, Zib. There we go. Just remind myself there's the cant in the shoulders. Now, where is... There we go. So, those shoulders are like this. Lovely, lovely shoulders. And she's a kobold, so hips are a little wider because Tiamat made us perfect in every way. Tummy's going this way. That way is the way that they are canted. And get a little thigh in there. Oh, are we going to get some thigh gap? Is there some button here? Oh no. Maybe he had to dip for a minute. He did chat not too long ago. Yeah, he chatted a little while ago. He might just be biz. He likes that Final Fantasy XIV, you know. Takes up a lot of time. There we go. Got those egg baron hips. Oh yeah, he's drowning in chimkin. Actually, I'm gonna straighten this leg because otherwise that does not work very well. Let me bring the tummy in just a little bit. I might have to take the bazooms down a little bit. They're just placeholders. They're just placeholders. Yeah, I'll worry about the legs in a little bit. Let's make sure the rest of the body actually works. It's okay. People come and go, man. It's all right. Chalk it up to a mystery of the internet. Okay. It's so weird to have the arms are both in different weird positions because of the chest. Okay. Let's... Was that a mystery I heard? I'm going to drop the opacity on this and work over the top of it and try to refine that a little bit more. And yes, my teacher would be mad because it's like, don't start finalizing facial details before you have the entire pose done. And I'll be like, come on, this is... Get out. Who are you and what are you in my house for? These arms should have been shorter because they're too long. There we go. How else can they get snuggled up like that? There you go. Okay, I think that was one of my problems, was the arms were a little too long. The people's watching list. We are all the audience. Okay. Obviously, her delts aren't going to be that huge, so that's just blocking them in for now. We will worry about the bazooms later. I know I'm as shocked as you are that I said something like that. But you'll get there, I promise. As Tiamat as my 5 witnesses. Do, 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 do. All right. Making me work for it today. Go. Sorry, drawing. That is much better. I'm kind of in the habit of sketching and sketching and sketching over it. The iterations kind of help me to see where I am and where I've been. Hey, Greg, how's it going? We were all worried that you might be too deep in the chimkin. Hopefully it was good. Get the collarbone in there. There we go. Of course, he's in here. I'm getting sassy, Black Fox. Look at you. Getting sassy. Hearing some Canadian sass over there. Dang it, Adorable. It's true. Sass is pretty much the second largest export of Canada. The other being actors. A lot of Canadian actors. Still struggling with this one. This is a good pose though for learning. This is a good pose for learning. I am still learning. I'm actually mostly self-taught, so I apologize if most of my ramblings are bullshit. Problem is, with her arms being that, her torso needs to be longer. Let's see. Because that's one of the kind of core things about anatomy is the arm stretches from the shoulder down to about here. The wrist joint is roughly where the crotch is. So the arms do have to be a decent length, but they are probably still a little too long. Fingers should probably be about here. Black Fox, you had such an opportunity there. The Geneva Convention, more like the Geneva Suggestions. See, now this is one of my habits as well. When I get frustrated with a drawing, I focus on the parts that I like, the parts that are working. So while I'm doing that, then the parts that aren't working are still processing in my brain, so I can come back to them and be like, oh, I'm an idiot. Interesting thing too that I like about the lines of this piece. Look at the arm in relation to the weapon. Like it's almost a perfect straight arc. There. It draws the eye to the little filigree. and to the holster, which I think is interesting. It's an interesting choice. And the other one, the gun follows the same curve. Of course, you have the curve here in the leg. But yeah, no, it's not important. It's just an observation. But yeah, lines. It's all about lines. And see, yeah, there's another thing. The fingers on the hand, the index finger does not come up the way I've got it drawn. The index finger just goes out. So that's probably one of the reasons I'm confused as to why this isn't working. Because the index finger is wrong. So yeah, the finger should follow that curve. Are you guys comparing war crimes? This is going to haunt me. My God. I look away from the chat for 2 minutes and it's all about trench charges and street sweepers and grenades and food tins. You guys are out of your ding-dang minds. All right, I'm sufficiently frustrated with this one. So I, instead of being pissed off at it, I am going to find something else to doodle on while I berate you all with stories. Ba-do-do-do-do-do. Ba-do-ba-do-ba-boo. And the Canadian Army, after dealing this massive blow to the Germans, they turn around and they just say, "We're not sorry." And then you knew that it was real. You knew it was absolutely over. All right. Oh, there's got to be something. The problem with having 8,000 sketches is trying to find one to work on with you guys. I had intended to go through that sketch and be like, "Oh yeah, this is great," and then it wasn't great. No worries though. That is. Oh God, I feel like I just leveled up. Let's see. Oy voy. Getting into the deep old sketches now. Apparently, I didn't know how to draw digitigrade legs until about 2021. Oh, is that the... Yeah. Oh. This is the, Yeah, this is the original sketch. Oh. This is the original sketch of the, little snuggle piece I did. I am a huge fan of sketches over finished work. I've always liked this one. I just thought it was really cute. Turned out good. Yeah. It's one of my faves. I think the little detail that I like is up here in the mouth. The way that she's just kind of like on his neck. Very cat. Now he's got her tail. He goes. They can't see the pencil zip. Yeah. She's gone through a lot. Sometimes you like being a little spoon. It's okay. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah. Now, I don't know why I dwell on this one. I really like it. It turned out really nice. Okay. No, don't delete that sketch. Jesus. Oh my god. Why have I not used these? Okay. Hang on. Yeah, I like that too. I like that too. I have fun with that. Yeah, this... man, I should just work on these. These were some of the original stream puppets that I was coming up with. I have not done a Kisuke one yet. Maybe I'm going to refine that sketch. Maybe we're just going to work on that because that is adorable. And I can't believe I forgot about this. Cannot believe that I forgot about that. Yeah. A lot of times when I go diving through old artwork, I'll find stuff that I've completely forgotten about. Gosh, I must have been working on these last year when I was either starting to stream or planning on it. Yeah, these are a little old. That's okay. There we go. There we are. Okay. His little hair poof is evolved slightly. It's a little thicker now. There we go. Get his little hands in there. Same as Hiroko. He's got his little tail over the edge there. Because that's fun. I just look up and all I see is Black Fox going, poison darts. I'm just like, oh, okay, no, it's cool. Everyone's having a good time. Oh, this Hiroko's adorable. All of these are cute. Hell was I thinking not doing these? Yeah, I have failed at doing a keyscape. Mainly because I like drawing the girls more, but that's me. But yeah, maybe we can supplement drunk Hiroko with happy non-drunk Hiroko. What are these three reacting to? He's finally quitting. It just came to me. I'm sorry. Oh, God. What are they reacting to? That's a good question. What do you think, Gray? What are they reacting to? They're finally getting out of Luft. I was told once that I write a lot like Tolkien, and I thought that was really cool until I realized it wasn't a compliment. I need to get my characters out of town. They have been there for too long. Get those guns out there. Announcement of the script moving to a new county for the new chapter. It's like, they're going to have new tax rates. I like how in both iterations I cannot keep Katya from holding her head up with her own hands. At least this looks more like mild astonishment. That's also before I changed her hair. Well, before I settled on a change of her hair. I do like the punky do, and that may come back. Aww. I like to think that in the cast, Katya doesn't have an accent. It's all for the show, and she's like, "I'm getting picked up for another season. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to move." Of course, I'm gonna keep her in there. She's a strong, independent woman that don't need no cobalt. There we go. Oh, Katya has a cowboy accent. Is that right? I tell you what, Suge. I didn't expect them to put me back in season 2. But here I am. It's like the astonishment is cute, but I also kind of like the idea of just like a big smile. She can be a smiley girl. If Katya did have a southern accent, then the only voice I would approve would be the original 1997 X-Men's Rogue. Best girl. Best girl. Oh, hey, Mages Bro, what's going on? Get thee away, Satan! God, yeah, it's a prop. Literally a ball and a string. I don't trust your Hollywood devil magic. Aw. Look at these cuties. Cuties, the lot of them. And then, of course, I was being a dick with Sirius, and I was just like, let's put Sirius in there. Dee, 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 doo. Get some Cobalt representation up in here. Yep, 1997. Fine year for the X-Men. We were, what, 4 years away from an X-Men movie? And they were living it up on Fox Kids. This smug son of a bitch. Shut up, Black Box. Stop talking about time. I feel like that Office meme. Stop talking about the sun. Stop talking about the sun. Thank you, Black Fox. Once again, giving me absolute cause for banning. There we go. Nah, it's okay. It's all right. Kobolds don't grow old. We just grow more irritated with the young. Oh, sweet foot piece. Look at that. Serious, show feet. Nah, you know, you get to a certain point in life, and you pretty much just hit the ibuprofen all the time, and that's okay. It's all right. Me and the prof are pretty good pals. Some mornings. Serious, show feet. Tonight on the Fabian Zoom Good Vibes Hour, we've got Adorabald. Black Fox will probably show up even though he's been banned 100 times. And Gray's just chilling out. We'll see you then. And now like music from Doom Eternal. Seer, buddy, your legs are way too long. I love my tall, confident kobolds, but sorry, man. Gotta bring it down to earthly proportions. Get those feet back over here. What? Oh, yeah, you know, I've been sitting in this chair for almost 3 hours, and I'm going to pay for it. I'm absolutely going to pay for it. Because that is life. Because I get to hang out with my treasures, and that's the price I pay. And that's, you know what? That's an acceptable price. Oh, you bet your bippy that if I do a if I actually end up doing a serious puppet, which I really should, there's no reason not to. He is absolutely going to have an animated tail. I have meant to finish my tail and use it for as long as I've been streaming. Yeah, he's like a reverse Sylvester Stallone. They have to put him on his knees all the time so he can be the same height as everyone else. I've often thought of that as a fun little aside, like making Trap Finders a show. Oh, Gray. Oof. You hang in there. I'm hoping that chair is a friend of yours. I've met some chairs that are good friends of mine. I wonder if I can get my tail up and running while I'm here. Because I swear I have the graphics somewhere for it. I like how this is just derailed into a can Zib do shit while he's here on the Oh yeah. A good chair is absolutely essential. And funny enough, I'm a Cobalt, there's no such thing as focus. God, Cobalts on Ritalin would be a force. Yeah, it's funny because within recent years, all those gamer chairs came up, and they're not good. They're absolutely not good for you. If you want a good chair, office supply store. You want back and lumbar support. You want the whole kit and caboodle. I am not a great example of that because I lean forward when I draw on the magic rectangle all the time. So I'm not a great example of that. But yeah, if you want a good solid chair, do not get a gaming chair. Get a good office chair. Yes, Bahamut knew we'd be far too powerful if we had an attention span. Prove to me you're skilled as you say you are, minstrel. Dance for me, fool. Oh, man. Can I open multiple instances of Viato 2? That is the question. Because if I can, hot diggity damn, we got this. But I'm willing to bet, nay, absolutely certain, that this is going to be a bitch and a half. Nope. Yeah, well, I'll figure it out at some point. Every time I mess with the stream anyway, I have to like redo everything. So, guarantee you, if I was working on it in an official capacity, I probably would have already blacked out by now. The stream would have died. So, speaking of dying, I am heading for the sock drawer. I'm not beat, but better to go to sleep when I'm not extremely tired. But yeah, I think I am going to call it for a night. Thank you guys for being with me. I actually got a bunch of art done and some good ideas for some small projects, so that's actually very good. Unfortunately, as I've mentioned before, I will not be here on Thursday. I will be out of town at a convention, so I will see you guys on Monday. I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. And I will attempt to send goofy things to the Discord all weekend to annoy the rest of you. So, awesome. Thanks so much for being here, guys. I will catch you later. BB.